All right, so I'm back from spending Christmas with my mom and my stepdad and my stepbrother in Rio Bravo, Mexico, and I survived. Uh, I noticed that during our Christmas dinner, mom had some fresh vegetables. She had some uh, green peppers and cauliflower and radishes and some tomatoes and I'm like, oh, now she did have some green beans. They were canned. I'm sure that's where they came from. Um, and I just can't eat as much anymore, right, as I used to. But I started seeing that I had an influence on my mom, and now my exposure with the John Maxwell team, where influence is a big deal. That's what they say leadership is influence. So my mom, who normally wouldn't have done that, did it because of me. And I saw the same thing happen with Celebrate Recovery, and got them to be even more influenced by Ugo from Ruben's Grocery, right, and educating them on nutrition, okay, and the green leafy proteins and all that. All right, so I'm thinking about my son Devin. I remember, he was having some challenges with, a girl he liked, and she broke up with him, and I'm like, she wasn't good in school, she wasn't a good influence on him, and I said, Devin, when two people get together, when they get a relationship, there's going to be, there's going to be some compromise, and you're going to become more like her, and she's going to become more like you in certain areas. And I'm like, what do you think the chances are of her becoming like you? And at that time, he was like salutatorian of his class. He ended up graduating like with the highest science and math scores in the history of San Diego County school districts. And he's like, probably not very high, right? So with that said, with my standing on what I'm, my routine, working out, eating right, showing the results of that, my faith, okay, all of those things are having a vibration, right? They're influencing people. Okay, what comes out of my mouth, how I act, right? What I accept, okay? And my mom felt that, and so that's why she, had more fresh vegetables than she normally would, right? And but that goes for everything, every single thing, okay? You stand on your beliefs, no matter what, okay? David Goggins gets intense, man, real intense, and there's no uncertain terms. It's my way or the highway. And boy, I experienced that with Roy Jones Sr. in the boxing gym, right? But I also learned that Roy Jones Sr. was good at putting on the bluff. Okay, now I've listened to David Goggins enough and have him hear some interviews where he's kind of mellow. I met him. He was real kind of mellow when I met him, right? He wasn't real overbearing, a big man at the time. He was not like he is now. He was big. He was like a pro football player. Okay. But I get it. He gets himself, wound up, intensed up. Okay. And when I'm doing them, trying to break Jack LaLanne's push-up record, and I did 500 push-ups in 10 minutes, but my mind is going, 500 more? And my shoulders and my chest were burning. My body's saying, you're done. I'm like, Lord, help me. And then this very authoritarian tone voice came in my mind. You committed to do this. And then there was no more. My body didn't give me any issues after that. There was no, I didn't feel that, right? We just did 10. then I did 15, then I did 25, then I did 35, then I did 45. Next thing I know, I broke that record with 4 minutes and 27 seconds left. Okay, listening to David Goggins, he had the ability to do that. Now I'm giving credit to God. I said that prayer, Lord, help me. And, I'm not saying it came out of my mind that pushed me through. And in fact, when I realized that, I just thought back at all the times in my life, getting off the mat when Tony Suggs dropped me, Lord, help me. And then I did what I did. And it was significant, right? Wasn't it, Tony? And, so that's what I'm saying. Okay. We can change, we have the ability to pull others in the right direction. All right. I'm going to do what I do and say, Lord, help me. And then, do the pulling with that extra power because I just asked for it. Merry Christmas.